Welcome back, guys, to another LEGO Star Wars video. This is going to be another top 5 video. This is going to be the top 5 worst LEGO Star Wars Microfighters ever made. And to me, guys, it was a little bit hard to make this top 5, but there are definitely 3 of these on this list that I feel are literally just, like, terrible and just not needed one bit. But, you know, there's 5 of them, a top 5 list, in my honest opinion, that are bad. There are some very good ones, honestly. The Clone Turbo Tank, even the Droid AAT, all those original 6 I feel are really good. And then there's some like the Ghost and stuff that just, makes sense. But here's my top 5 worst. Starting off number 1, guys, this is a 2-pack. This is 75196, the A-Wing vs. TIE Silencer. Just in general, I really didn't feel like they had to make this. We never really saw A-Wings vs. TIE Silencer, in The Last Jedi. The other 2-pack makes a lot more sense, and it's a very cool little, build, honestly. A very cool miniature scene from the movie. Only 188 pieces, Kylo Ren and an A-Wing pilot. And they try to throw in a little thing, but if I had to choose one over the other, I would definitely choose the other one more so. So that's kind of why I put it as my number 5, since all the rest of these other singular microfighters aren't that bad. So I figured I'd kind of maybe throw my worst out of those two, just to kind of give you my thoughts on that. So that is definitely my number 5 choice on this list. Number 4, guys, has to be the 75163, the Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. Mainly why this is on there is I feel like they could have added a different minifigure. The Imperial Shuttle itself, it was cool they made it. I understand why they made it because of Rogue One, but if they would have thrown Director Krennic in there, even if they would have thrown him in there with maybe not a cape or something like that, make him a little bit different than the big, Krennic's command shuttle, just so it doesn't maybe lose its value. But I feel like just that pilot just, I don't know, just makes this set look like it's not really worth a lot. Like, I've got, what, it's a 6'3", I've got 6 of them right here next to me, just because they were on clearance. I feel like this wave of microfighters, hit clearance just for the fact of a lot of these minifigures were bad. Even like the U-Wing. The U-Wing is a little bit better than this, though, since at least the U-Wing pilot's a little bit more armyable and multiversable, because you get those officers all over the place. But that's got to be my number 4. If they would have just changed out the minifigure. Number 3 is the 75077, the homing spider droid. These did not sell. I just realized from every single place, I went to, these just did not sell. The only reason why it's over in the number 2 spot, which I'll get into, is just because the minifigure is at least a Geonosis droid, where even though it's not as needed, it's a little bit more rare to get. And I guess if you did want to get this microfighter, at least you would get one of those droids out of it. So I feel like the price per piece isn't that bad, 102 pieces, and then at least you get a minifigure that you could possibly use out of it. So that's my number 3, guys. Number 2, I see the 75073, the Vulture droid. This is another one of those where, again, I feel like it's the only reason why it's underneath the number 3 spot, because at least this one makes sense a little bit, kind of a miniature Vulture droid to an extent. It's kind of cute. But, it's only 77 pieces. The price per piece sucks. And then a pilot droid, is a lot more common. You don't really need as many pilot droids in your droid army, I feel. It's maybe a Geonosis droid, if you're doing a big Geonosis mock. And so that's why I feel like it's number 2, guys, is for, some of those reasons. And then number 1, the all-time worst one, in my honest opinion, where I feel like they just kind of threw it together just to get, like, minifigures out, was 75128, the TIE Advanced Prototype. They've done this a lot, honestly, and, it's same with the TIE Striker, but at least the TIE Striker came out with, like, a new movie, and was, like, at least one more year later. But, the TIE Advanced Prototype comes with an Imperial pilot, TIE Fighter pilot. They have the TIE Interceptor they made from the first wave that was, very good, and, at least, they have the TIE Fighter pilot, but then, 2 years later, they throw in a TIE Advanced Prototype with the same minifigure. I feel like it's just to get minifigures out. At least the TIE Striker, I believe, had a better price per piece. It actually didn't, but again, at least it came out one more year later, and it was, the TIE Striker is a little bit more cool than the Advanced Prototype, but I feel like the Advanced Prototype just was not needed, because both those were on the shelf at one point. Both those were on the same shelf, the same minifigure, and I would rather choose the Interceptor, and the Interceptor is the original one. So that's what I'm saying. These microfighters are not bad lines. I like these lines. Just some of these minifigures they could switch up and make the set just a little bit better for the $10, since you're not getting really a vehicle you can use in anything. So you're really paying for the minifigure. Like such as the Republic gunship, you get a pilot in there. So that's like $6 or $7 of your value, and then you get a nice vehicle to build. For 100 pieces, I feel. But, you know, some of these that just have terrible minifigures themselves, I just feel like the value is literally so low on the thing that just makes it a bad set, you know, a bad, you know, buy for $10. So that's my honest opinion on the top 5 worst microfighters. If you guys have another worse one, leave your thoughts down below. Thank you guys all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. See you guys later. Bye.